Welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Serpent, and if you do enjoy the videos, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It's been a very, very interesting week, to say the least, and tonight we're going to be talking about what next? What can we expect from the week coming up? Well, now we're sitting at 2.79% up, while others are either, 0.0 flat, or they're 1% down or 2% down. I would say that at the moment, out of the top 100, if we look over here at the moment, the Xrp is sitting number 6 in terms of performance today. And of course, typical overhyped community that the Xrp community is, people are starting to talk about, oh my god, it's decoupling, it's already getting away from BTC. Relax, everybody. Everybody's too impulsive, right? We need to have patience, because what is coming to us is going to be amazing, but let's have a look at it from a logical perspective. Let's have a look at it as serpents. We don't believe in hype. We believe in facts, numbers, and what we can see, feel, and touch that we got our hands on. Now, here's why you should be paying attention to the case, right? This particular article talks about the verdict to come in a second. During an interview on Fox Business, Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse shares his thoughts on the progress. It's been a hectic weeks, unsealed memos, and so the case continues to move forward. We're expecting some decisions from the court, sooner rather than later, as it relates to a couple of decisions before the court, but look, it moved slowly. So we are expecting this month or next month some big progress to come through. There's a big, strong sentiment around, can this case settle by April? April could be an absolutely monstrous month. And I know that we're only at the beginning of March and there's plenty of March left, but there's been a lot of talk around the case selling in April. Now, as you are aware, the courts take forever. And I know that we all want the settlement, but we have to be patient. And I say that not because in the last 24 hours since you last heard from me, I've changed my mind. No, far from it, right? We're going to have an absolutely incredible 2022. But I don't want you to set a specific date or a specific target, and if that target is not met, then you're going to get, for example, upset or lose hope or start to look at changing, your portfolio around. Because that's what happens, right? When we set expectations for things that we have no control over, we start to lose it. How many times do you hear a friend saying, I held this coin for 12 months, but then I got sick of it, so I sold it, and then the next day it pumped? Why do you think that happens? It's because in their mind, they said, it has to do this by this date, otherwise I'm out. Don't be like that. Do not be like that, because I'm telling you, there's going to be a message from one of you. At least one of you is going to message me in the next 6 months and be like, oh my God, you wouldn't believe what I did. I sold it for a car 2 days before I pumped. Or I just, I lost faith and I sold. When you research the projects that you research to add to your portfolio, have a 12 to 24 months mindset at the bare minimum. And when you research these particular projects to potentially add them to your portfolio, remember why you added them when things don't go right. Because there was a reason why you chose, for example, XRP to be in your portfolio. So make sure you don't forget that reason. Because it wasn't me. It was something that you saw that made you believe that it had value. The reason why I'm telling you this is because, like I said, there's a lot of dates being thrown around on the internet. And to be honest, I'm that confident in what I hold that if it took until 6th of March 2023, I wouldn't care. Now, that's not going to happen. But I wouldn't care because I know what I hold. And I want you to have that. We're talking about the new financial network. We're talking about the new era of money. There's a couple of cryptos involved in this. We've got XRP, we've got IOTA, we've got Algo, we've got a stable USDT coin, we've got Stellar, we've got Hyperledgers, we've got Quant in the mix. We're talking about the future of money will never be the same after 2022. Of all money on earth. It will never be the same after 2022. That is what we're talking about. Now, something that I missed this, and I don't know how I didn't get a hold of this. I mean, I know that I wasn't around back then, like April 2020, like I only joined March 2021 as the crypto serpent on YouTube. But I'd never seen this until yesterday. Like Ripple compatible chip development is said to be sponsored by the US Navy. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this or if you've come across this before, but I don't know why, but it just popped up on my radar literally hours ago. And I'm like, how did I not hear about this in the past? But Ripple and Xrp are in the spotlight once again after the news that the US Navy is hiring a firm to create implantable microchips that would be compatible with Ripple's blockchain. I don't know where this has gone from here or what happened next, but I found this really fascinating that they're working with that and, we're working with the Navy about having the chip compatible with Ripple. I mean, is that where we're heading for the future? We will be talking about this kind of stuff as well as the year progresses. Right now, we've got obviously the big focus on the case, settling, breaking previous all-time highs. But really, what are the possibilities and, where does blockchain take us in the future? Right or wrong when it comes to the way that we will handle our money? Will we have chips that are implanted in us and that's our wallet and we just go around with that? How do you feel about that? Because I know how I feel about it personally. But what do you think? What do you think? I found that pretty fascinating. But if you guys know something about this or if there's any more developments on it, I'd love to know more. But this was ages ago. This was 2020. The XRP price at risk of crashing to 55 cents. And then we're going to discuss that, right? So we're going to talk about what are the possibilities at the moment? Where are we sitting? I don't actually think that we're going to go all the way down to 55 cents, but we'll talk about that today. Now, we did speak yesterday about the fact that Bitcoin could soar above 50,000. And again, from a volatility point of view, these are volatile times. That's not sugarcoated. Like, what's going on out there in the world is volatile at the moment. And March, will be a volatile month. Now, when we talk about Ripple versus SEC, Brett Garlinghouse expecting some court decisions soon. The play that has been going on at the moment out there, from all the different research, from everybody discussing about what's going on at the moment, is that Ripple and XRP could be the news that launches the next phase of the crypto rush, the crypto bull run. So all the stars aligning. We've had a drop from November till say maybe April, right? If this settles by April. So we've got 6 months of bear market. News comes out that Ripple settles or wins, and the old coins go on the run of a lifetime. That is the scenario that is going around at the moment. Now, we know, right? All we can know is what we can see, touch, and feel. And like I said, take everything that you ever hear from everybody with a pinch of salt. You have to decide for yourself what happens next for your portfolio. But Bitcoin, treads water as it did go sub 39,000. I thought it was going to hit 40 and then bounce off, but it went all the way down to 38.6. And now it's bounced back. We know Luna impressed so far. But let's see. Let's see where we go from here. We're holding that 39 at the moment, but I think there could potentially be more drops before we go up for the beginning of next week. And then as we move into next week, I will be talking to you guys more about Zilliqa, about VeChain, what's been going on with them, and how that's all been going as well. And I've got a couple of other things as well that I'm going to be sharing with you guys throughout the week as well. It's going to be an exciting week. But from a price action point of view, I can see us going towards that 62 cents. I don't see 55 cents coming through, right? So if we are to drop, we'll probably drop around to that 62 cents mark. But I can't see us dropping any further than that. And of course, we're going to keep an eye out on this US regulatory agency, the SEC going after the NFT industry and what that could possibly mean for you as well. I did speak about it yesterday, but I'm going to keep an eye out on that because it's important, because I know you guys like your NFTs. And so I'll keep a close eye on how that's going as well. Now, when we begin to look at the charts and, we start to analyze the week, where we've gone, where we're going, all the different touch points that we've had so far. And I have to say that it does look really, really, really good once this little correction is over for a massive, massive explosion up. Now, what can happen over the next couple, let's say, couple of days or maybe even a week or so, is that we are still in this channel. And while we're here, we could be seeing ourselves, jump all the way up to $1.10 and come back down to 60. But I don't see, it's one person's opinion, right? One person's opinion. And take it as that, right? It's not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but I don't see us going below 60 cents. I just don't. Maybe even 58 cents for a brief moment, but then, a bounce up straight away. And once we finish this, then we really take off and go towards 220 and then beyond. But it's the one that I want you guys to really pay attention to tonight. And when I say pay attention, you know what I mean. Stop whatever else you're doing, right? It's that time. This is the golden one, right? This is the nugget. Where we are right now, compared to back in 2017, 2018 explosion that Xrp had, that melted faces from 30 cents to $3.80. From 30 cents to $3.80 back then, with no utility, overhyped at the time. The whole industry was overhyped, and nowhere near the company that it is today with the on-demand liquidity and everything that's going on, and a potential legal clarity as well this time around. But these charts are starting to the signs are starting to look very similar to what happened back in 2017 when it 30x'd from where it was. So it is getting exciting. Very, very exciting. It's positioning itself this month or April to break out. And it's gonna run. And I mean, it's going to run very similar to what occurred back in 2017. The charts, if you look over here, if you look at that, and then you look over here, I know, of course, right? I mean, it's not identical. It's not going to be identical. But look at that little hump that occurred, and then it went down a little bit, and then it shot up. And that, they're looking way too similar. Of course, it's not going to be, exactly the same, right? It's a different year, different time. But yeah, this I don't think we're ready for what's coming. Honestly, I don't think we're ready. Legal clarity and the pullback that we've had for so long since 2018 of no previous all-time highs. It's gonna be a good year, guys. It's going to be a good year. And you know what? I'm gonna be with you every single step of the way. If you did learn something new today, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. As always, thank you, and I look forward to see you on the next one.